They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
The 49-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check it back.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
What we got? Check 31.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the 50, it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
A 32-yard attempt.
Fairbairn get this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Brought down at the 31.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Fournette on the carry.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I can't believe they even let you play. Spons, no, alert. Watch 54. Watch 47. Watch QB.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards.
And a Jaguar.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Texans.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Texans 3, Jaguars 0.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Leonard Fournette.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 19. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The ball carrier.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Texans 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, 47. Here we go, D.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Hey, open the board. He's crossing. He's 25.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
30-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lift your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And now Watson throws another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 40-yard run on first down.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
His kick is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Texans.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole.
Complete.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Credit the tackle to Peter Kalambayi. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Leonard Fournette. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming in.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and Remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Jaguars.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fournette. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First down.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 52 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. For them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 31, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here I come. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off of play action, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Crazy how them tables turn. You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn. Can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the mess, at the gate, on site. Red, free, red, tight, set the bar, take.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Today's final score, Jaguars.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.